This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off the Kicksville. The Trippers, the Grasshoppers, the Hit Ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All to our friends at 97.3 The Machine in San Diego, Talk the Rocks. Also, listeners jumping on right now at WAAF, Boston's rock station, and Bayou 95.7 in New Orleans. Thanks, guys. And, of course, Big Dog 97.9 in lovely Joplin, Missouri. Big show for you today. Return of Who Sucks Less, What You Don't Need to Know, the Poop and Pee edition. We've got Profile This coming up, and today we're talking about basically family members who you wish were part of your family. Our question, who do you wish you were not related to? 844-999-OLA.
Hello, Timothy. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, how's it going?
Hola.
Hey, so my whole left side of the family, the Fitzgerald side, all these years I've been tired of drama, BS, crap. All the time it's always giving me drama. I'm tired of hearing it from.
Oh, I knew that was coming. Oh, you win the prize.
Hang on.
Once again, bedroom colors. Here
Angry.
are the 7 words
And angry.
you can't say on the radio.
Angry.
Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now back to the program.
Okay.
Also, for the record, you don't need to name check the family members.
Right, it's okay.
You can say my uncle, cousin.
Yeah, like, Stacy G, you know who you are. Okay, so you said the left side of your family at first? Is that what you said? Hello?
Timothy?
And he's gone.
And it's gone. Jesus Christ.
I mean,
I'm going to calm down and I'm going to call back.
Left side of the family.
Yeah. He did say the left.
Smiths.
Yeah, left.
He did say left, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before. Have you ever heard that before?
I've never heard the
No,
term,
but
but I
think-
get
What does that
it's
mean?
saying.
Like he's on the right side?
No, well, left-handed, the devil, the bad.
Oh, so you're left-handed.
I am, and
That
I'm
makes sense.
Satan
Gotcha,
as well.
Gotcha,
right.
Gotcha. I understand.
Just like that.
Who do you wish you were not related to? 844-999.
That's why it sounded like a good cover-up
I
for
didn't
not
understand.
saying their name, but then
Right,
he
the
named
left
them.
side, right.
The left side.
Huh?
Hello, Nate. Welcome to the men's room.
Libations and women of ill repute, gentlemen.
Hola.
So, I've got a grandmother that is by far the worst piece of trash I have ever met in my entire life.
A grandmother.
You stole that from a Hallmark
Our
card.
grandmother's supposed to be sweet and nice.
Yeah, it's
and-
your
My
Meemaw.
Meemaw is by far the worst person you'll ever meet in your life, let me tell you.
Okay, is she still married to your pawpaw or whatever you call it? That's a meemaw.
Yeah. Him and her are still married. They've been married for Lord centuries almost.
All right.
But, yeah, we, as far as the family's concerned, we all hoping she passes before he does, because she told all of us that we're not allowed to come to his funeral, no matter how close all of us were to him, because
Why?
we've all been.
Does
So-
she? What is it? What is
Wait,
it?
why?
What is-
Why?
yeah. What did she think?
My grandmother is by far one of the most racist pieces of junk I've ever met in my life. My aunt, her biological daughter, has been kicked out of the family because she married a Latino. I married a Latina, and I've been kicked out of the family. My mother got married a couple times. Well, that goes against the Bible, so she's been kicked out of the family. And it's just, man, it's
A lot of
horrible.
things go against the Bible, man.
And this is all based in religion.
A lot of things go against the Bible,
Yeah,
believe
most
me.
things.
I lived with her from the ages of about 13 to about 18. And my dad was sending her child support checks, which, that's the right thing to do. But
According
I
to
guess
the
every
state.
year for Christmas and my birthday, he would send her, a couple extra $100 to go get me something. She'd pocket the cash.
Just like the Bible says.
Yeah.
That's why Jesus tipped over the bazaar. Yeah, making money. That's what I want you to do.
Anything that was attached to my dad was of the devil. And every time I even talked to him, seen him, anything, or he gave me a present, the devil came into my life and took over. It was, it was so bad.
But she didn't mind Satan's money. Funny how that
Well,
works.
no, she didn't mind that because, I put food on the table. But
Do you still have a relationship with your dad?
my dad actually passed about 4 years ago.
Okay.
But right before I turned 18, my mom and my dad flew me out. They're both divorced. And they flew me out and they said, you're not 18 yet, so we get to have the last say. You're going to come live with one of us. And got to develop a good relationship with both of them. My
Oh,
mom's
good.
here in
I'm glad to
Seattle.
hear that, man. I'm glad to hear that.
How old is your grandmother? How old is Meemaw?
God, ancient. I think she's pushing 80, 90 years old now.
Yeah, you know what? She was never going to change. She's going to be. It's just going to keep getting worse. You can't.
So, but wait, how long have you been married to your Latina?
My wife and I, we've been married for about 3 years now. We've been together for 8.
So did they boot you out 8 years ago, or is it getting married is the official, you're out of the family now?
Well, so they kind of got kicked out 8 years ago when we first started dating, because I don't believe in the whole, no conjugal visits before matrimony kind of thing.
I see.
And she was already telling me, she's like, "Oh, you're living in sin." Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
Sin feels good.
Like, you can't be making races either. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're done with this conversation.
Oh man,
sin is moist.
Is your grandmother Christian? Is that her religion?
She's Southern Pentecostal, but there's
that's
rumors
rough.
in the family that when she was younger, she was part of the Klan, which
that does not sound shocking.
No, it doesn't. You got to remember, that's holy roller stuff, man. That's speaking in tongues stuff. That's deep. That's far on the outskirts of Christianity. It's not.
Oh,
yeah, it's way out there. It's like,
Then at the Klan, for good measure.
Oh yeah,
good times. You know what? I hope I get to meet your grandmother one day. I'm going to kiss her right on the mouth. I'm going to plant a deep one right on that pretty mouth.
Good times.
Wow, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's one thing.
That's got to be like tent revival kind of stuff.
Yeah, Southern Pentecostal.
That's
running hardcore. Yeah. Kind of like the Klan. Like, you can be like, well, I don't like black people. But then when you join the Klan, you're like, you really don't like black people. That's kind of like the Pentecostal. Like, you're a little religious. Oh, no. You're real religious.
Who do you wish you were not related to? 844-999-OLA.
Damn. It's just fun. Look, as a black guy, it's one of those things, and I've heard it, I don't know, maybe 6 times in my life. But there's this universal tone of voice that a white person would use when they're going to explain to me that a member of their family may or may not have been a member of the Klan.
All right,
like
let's
they
hear
could
it.
say, because they could say, "Listen, man, my grandfather, super racist, old school." You go like, "Dude, I've heard it before. That's true of everybody."
Old school,
right? Old school, but that's one thing. But in other words, there's a
old fashioned.
I was going to say old fashioned is what we say for our
we
racist
say old
grandparents.
fashioned.
Yeah, but you might on some level get along. Other times, they say, "Wow, man, look, man, I'll level with you." Like, apparently back in the day, he may have been in the Klan. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. For some reason, in that moment, it's always that.
Set in their ways.
It all means the same thing. We know what it means.
Set in their ways, though, says I'm just an a-hole to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
but if someone says that, if I tell you about in my family, or someone you're going to meet, I'm just saying they're a racist. But we feel so bad to openly call a family member a racist. So they're old-fashioned, they're old school, they're set in their ways.
But you always say it till they're dead.
Oh, yeah, then you're like, he was a racist.
The difference is I've never had a black family warn me about the relative that hates white people.
Oh, you didn't know enough black people.
Really? Did you?
I had a friend.
Okay.
We could
tell me.
Yeah.
So her grandmother, who's black, would not shake my hand because white people didn't wash their hands after we used the bathroom.
She might have a point.
Well-known fact.
Hey, I'm in there a lot, man. And we got a lot of white people who work here. And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of people who just walk out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Robin. Oh, this is a guy's bathroom thing, but it never.
It doesn't make it less racist.
Right. No, I'm not saying that.
She's an absolute
right. There's a lot of people out there who do not wash their hands. It never ceases to amaze me.
But listen, you need to meet more black people.
Okay, all right.
I mean, even in my extended, there's one woman in particular. She's awful to everybody.
Uh-huh.
And with her, I dislike this woman so much. I'd have no problem being like, oh, that bitch is a racist. I'm like, my God, dude, you're related to her. Like, yeah, and that bitch is a racist. She's horrible, man.
Yeah, and I think
because she makes it an issue when it's not an issue. Like, if you... Yeah. I mean, you could sit down on July 4th and be like, hey, man, get your passes. Salt is white. Like, oh, God, come on, man.
Oh, no.
Like, there's no context for this. You know what I mean? You're not even mad about anything. It's like here we go. Like, hey, don't ask her for salt.
It just
don't
needs
point
something.
out clouds. Don't ask for a Q-tip. Don't
no
drink
snow
milk.
In the forecast.
Because if it's white, she will parlay this into complaining about something. It's like, God. And you just hate being around her.
Tiny
man.
whiteys stop sex.
Oh, tiny whiteys. Uh-huh. They are. Yeah.
Who do you wish you were not related to? 844-999-OLA.
She might be worse than my cousin, to be honest with you. And the advantage of my cousin is he's in prison so much you don't have to deal with him. She's not in jail.
Right.
So if you go to where she lives, you got to deal with her.
Good times.
Hello, Scott. Welcome to the men's room.
How's it going, guys?
Hola.
I'll try not to take as much time as that guy trying to tell that long story yesterday.
Oh, boy, man, that got me hot.
Horrible.
You know, man, it takes
Man,
a lot. It takes a lot to get me pissed off and my blood to boil. It really does.
You
No,
were
man.
actually pretty nice to him. It was the woman that called in and doing the whatever quiz.
Oh, yeah. Profile this.
I just picture you like doing the fake gun to your head.
I am. Yeah, I'm.
No, with her, dude, I didn't know if she would live long enough to make the end of the phone call.
I didn't
I'll be honest with you.
I was kind of worried
try
about
our
her.
best.
So someone I wish I wasn't related to is my second cousin.
All right.
And that is because when I was, I guess, underage, because the story goes that way, I was with my foreman. We went to the fair, and it was near where my dad lived. And I was living at my dad's house temporarily after I just got back from fishing in Alaska. And we met a couple of really cute girls, started talking. He asked them to go to a bar. One of them wasn't old enough, and I was not. And so I said, let's go back to my dad's place, have some drinks. And there's a lot of flirty stuff, and that stuff doesn't happen all the time, so I was pretty excited. We get back to my place. It's all flirty between all of us, and not in that group way, of course. But she's looking at pictures on the wall, and we're having drinks, and she says, hey, there's my Auntie Kay. And I said, well, that's my grandma. So the whole game was over, pretty much.
Oh, that's when you discovered your relation.
That's when I discovered, I didn't recognize her at first, and I hadn't seen her since I was younger.
Essentially, you wish you weren't related to your second cousin because you want to have sex with her.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a different take. That is not the angle I
I'm glad to
expected.
do a different take because I thought about the question. I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, don't be glad about the different take, but I do appreciate that that is not at all what I expected to hear today. I wish we weren't related because I want to have sexy time with you. Damn. I mean, that's basically what he just told us.
Good times. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Our question, who do you wish that you were not related to? 844-999.
sexy cousins.
We've got more of your calls coming up. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Still a couple of drinking toast with a shot of the day and the return of Who Sucks Less coming up. Our question today, who do you wish you were not related to? 844-999-OLA. A Florida woman who police said was in a romantic sexual relationship with her brother was charged after giving birth to a baby boy, according to the Orlando Sentinel. Pauline Martin, 33, told investigators she and her brother were living together when she became pregnant with the child. Police said they began investigating after the baby was born with severe medical problems. According to the Orlando Sentinel, the newborn was immediately transferred to get specialized care, where genetic testing revealed the parents were in fact related. Both the woman and the brother, according to police, failed to complete the parent information on the baby's birth certificate. They interviewed the mom at her workplace, where she allegedly admitted that she had been romantically involved with her brother for the past 5 years. She said she was going to end her relationship with her brother eventually because she knows it's wrong. Martin was arrested on charges of incest and resisted without violence.
5 years, man. Come on.
Who do you wish you were not related to? 844-9990. And I'm sure in her case, it's her brother because she's romantically interested.
Well, we had the guy that called and said, the last call we had, the guy said, I wish I was not related to my cousin. And in kind of a shift in perspective, if you will, it was because they almost had sex. And then they realized they were cousins. The whole thing went down. So to that end, a comment comes in and says, I made out with my cousin, too. Only it was through my uncle's marriage to her mom when she was 5. The family's still shamey, even if we weren't related.
Yeah,
cousin's cousin, right?
I've been in that situation before.
The problem is this. And I understand what the guy's saying. Like, you're not related at all. But it's just once you use the word cousin. Like, put it this way. Could you have, the most beautiful woman in the world, but her name is Mom. Like, her actual name is Mom.
Or the name of your mom.
And she screamed.
Or the name of your mom.
I want you to say my name. You couldn't do it.
The difference is this, and I've tried to explain to someone this.
Ted, you couldn't do it.
If you were with someone
Ted, it's not okay.
No, I used to date a girl that had my buddy's mom's name. And he'd be like, Teddy, I don't want to hear about her.
But that's the weird, like, if it's your mom's
no,
name.
man, she was doing this and that.
My mom's name.
Bernice,
My mom's name is Mary, all right? To me, I've never called her Mary once in my life.
Of course not.
So if I met a Mary who wanted to have sex with me and we were going to date, you know what I mean, and have a good time together, I'd be like, no problem. It wouldn't bother me because I've never called my mom Mary.
But what if her name was Mom?
Now, everyone else, exactly. Now, everybody else knows her as Mary. They'd be like, dude, that's weird. That's your mom's name.
Right.
I agree, but I've never called her that.
What about your sister's name?
No, couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because I call my sister by her name.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. Met a girl, she was cute, but I was just like, I'm sorry, it's too weird.
It's out.
I got screwed with my brother. His name's Tracy Adrian. I'm like, man, what is that? How did you invade my turf as a dude?
Two hot chicks.
Why can't it be like, like Robert David? Not a problem.
Well, and the other thing with like that story from Florida, I've told this story before, but like, I had one girl, she was cool and everything, but she almost looked she looked like she could have been one of my cousins, and I just couldn't be intimate with her.
Who do you wish you weren't related to? 844-999-OLA.
I mean, do you tell them that?
No.
Listen, I
just
really like
awkwardly
you.
Ghost them.
Man, oh man, you look like a relative.
Awkwardly ghost them.
Hello, Willis. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola!
Hola!
Well, I wish I were not related to my mother.
Your mother?
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is that?
So, I've been in the Army for about 10 years now. It's been good so far. I love it. When I told my mom 10 years ago that I was signing up to join up, she called the recruiting office and told them that I had AIDS. And so I could not join the Army.
What?
I'm sorry. Come again. Did you say that she called the recruiting office and said that you had AIDS?
Yes, AIDS.
I'm assuming that you went through a physical and everything way before this. They knew that not to be true?
Yeah.
Right.
I had already, gone the physical. I told my mom before I headed out, it's kind of like a common courtesy. I guess that didn't go over so well.
What was her intent? To keep you at home, or because is she not mentally all there, or what?
Well, I think she wanted to keep me in the house, but, that's part of the reason why I was joining up was to get out of that craziness.
So her theory was to keep you in the house.
Do you have?
I should accuse you of having AIDS.
Do you have any other brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I got a younger brother. He's still living at the house.
Yeah, he's 34. No, that's what I'm saying. How long does she keep these kids at home without them being able to escape?
I don't know. My brother's like 29, so...
Why is he still there?
Yeah.
Why is he still living there at 29 years old?
The house is expensive, man.
Yeah. Life is tough. I mean, that's how it is. That's why at that age, sometimes things suck.
So why
dealing with the real world.
Why won't you have a relationship with her? You can't patch things up? I mean...
Well, there was also the time where she called the cops on me when I wasn't calling her back enough.
Okay. So
and
your mom...
What did she tell the cops?
It sounds to me like your mom's got some issues, right?
Yeah, it's not the best way to go, but at least it's not some Game of Thrones stuff like some of these people we've been talking about.
Yeah, it sounds to me like your mom is just your mom has a difficulty putting it all together up there. So
Yeah, it's what it is.
Yeah, but sometimes that excuse is not good enough.
No, I'm just saying it explains it. It explains the behavior. Not that you want to be involved in
I can explain a lot of things. You're still like, I hate that person. Like, I know why you are the way you are, but you still suck.
Who do you wish you were not related to? 844-999-OLA.
That's what I say to my kids every night. Right before I put them to bed.
Good night.
Hello, Jen. Welcome to the men's room. Hello, Jen.
Hola.
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 Hola. Take your time, Jen. We got all day. It's cool. So who do you wish you were not related to?
First time using a phone, Jen?
No.
Second
I wish I wasn't related to my grandmother.
Another grandmother.
Oh, no. Another Meemaw going down in flames.
What happened now?
Well, she's just like the most greedy person on the planet. Besides the fact that she is still best friends with my dad's high school sweetheart, even though my parents have been married for about 40 years. Every family get together, every holiday, it's, me and so-and-so went to lunch, we went to the casino, we went here, we went there, and it's like,
does she do
it? At my mom's
but
place.
does she do it just to be a bitch, or is she so aloof that she really doesn't get it?
Well, she doesn't do it when my mom's not around.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
that says it all.
So she doesn't
mean Meemaw.
So she's just trying to stick it to she's trying to stick it to your mother for whatever reason.
Yes.
After 40 years.
Yes.
Does your mother even care anymore? I mean, does she have a callus to it?
No, my mom's just like, she just comes to expect it.
I can't imagine going out with my first girlfriend's dad on a regular basis for any reason whatsoever. It just wouldn't make sense. After all these years, 40 years. You know what I mean?
40.
I mean, this is 40 years later. I haven't made it that far since my first girl. What I'm saying is 40 years later, I'm still hanging out with him and we're going out.
Well, she's made it consistent for 40 years.
That's what I mean.
Sure. Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah, I mean, what now by saying greedy, what did you mean by greedy?
Well, she's got old money and she's never had to work a day in her life. We've got farms in the family, but she steals. Like, my cousin has a story about taking the claw to show and tell at school, which the claw is like a redneck engineered thing that my grandma has, basically like a fishing pole that's rigged together with duct tape and like a coat hanger that she'll use to scoop clothing out of the donation bins at Goodwill.
Damn!
Oh,
damn!
Man!
Oh,
wow!
Bad Mimo!
Wow!
That is horrible, man.
How old is she?
Damn!
84.
84.
She has never had to work, has old money, and she still took the time not just to steal out of the donation bin, but created her own tool for the express purpose of stealing out of a donation bin.
Greedy. I know you need a word for this. I'm not sure what the word is.
She's a straight up bitch.
I don't know if greedy is the right word.
Greedy is not. That doesn't come close.
I'm not sure that there is a word, but.
What other great things has she done? Damn.
Well, she always boasts on never having to buy toilet paper because she just takes it out of the church bathroom.
Does she go to church because she likes church or just to steal?
I really don't know.
So she's a kleptomaniac.
Yes.
All right. Well, okay. She's a kleptomaniac.
That's still not okay.
I know.
Yeah, she built a tool to steal out of a donation bin, man.
That's impressive.
I don't think that's a kleptomaniac. Kleptomaniac would be like you're in a store and you can't help it.
You just can't.
She took the time to build that tool.
Yeah.
Just to take it out of the donation bin.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure there's a word.
I don't know that word. And this is not like Ocean's 11 where you say like, hey, man, he came up with some encryption to get through a casino safe. We go, wow, that's impressive. And yes, I know you shouldn't steal, but we get it, right? You knock over a casino. Yeah, I get it. That's just petty, man.
Mm-hmm. And right, it's like a Disney with little girls who want to be princesses.
Yeah.
Right. It's the same thing with like grandmas. Like movies kind of tell us that grandma should be this great person and stuff.
Yeah, Mima always cares about you.
Yeah, he's just a person.
She's a thieving bitch. That's what she is.
Yeah.
Mima. Who do you wish you were not related to? 844-999-OLA. I just didn't see it going in the direction of grandma today.
Not well.
I was a cousin, brother, someone's borrowed money and didn't return it. I kind of figured it would go more that way.
No. Maybe you like your grandma.
I do like my grandma.
It's grandmothers you don't like and cousins you want to have sex with. That's what we've gotten today. Mm-hmm. Hello, Danny. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores.
How you guys doing? Well, obviously you're doing good. Nobody cares me, but
Thank you.
I wish I wasn't. Yeah, I wish I wasn't related to the French Canadians.
The French Canadians.
Are you related to all of them?
I think so. I don't know. I'm really bummed out about it.
Why do you not want to be related to French Canadians?
Have you ever met a cool French Canadian? They all suck.
So just as a blanket statement,
come on. Yeah.
You don't want any French Canadian because they suck as people.
So basically anybody within the province of Quebec, is that how you're going to judge this? Or just anybody who's French Canadian?
Pretty much anybody that's French Canadian.
All right. And can you speak French?
Go ahead. No, absolutely not. No, I was German and Irish.
Did you see the story that we had the other day about the waiter who was fired for he was from France, and he was fired for being rude?
My point exactly, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did hear about that.
But he even said, I'm just French.
I'm French. Right. And he's like, what did you expect? That's his whole defense. He's like, dude, I'm French. Of course I'm rude.
Well, they're all rude. I worked at a restaurant, Pike Place Market, for 7 years and waited on them, and they all suck.
It's just French Canadians. It's so specific.
I know. It's like, okay.
How many are you related to?
I don't know. I'm not working on it.
All right. Okay. Very good. Very good.
Damn, Ted. You
regular listener to the show.
Yeah, but he just called in to say he hates French Canadians.
In general. But he's related to them.
Right. He never really qualified if he's related to one.
He never said, like, oh, man, my cousin, my dad's side of the family. Nothing. I just don't think he likes French Canadians.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, Colton. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hola.
Hey, so I'm gonna name drop. Do you guys know who Ethan Suplee is?
Who, Ethan Dupree?
Suplee.
I do not know who that is.
Okay, you guys seen Butterfly Effect? Everybody's seen that.
Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the creepy, huge emo roommate.
All right. Oh, is that your cousin?
That's my second cousin.
And why would you not want to be related to this guy that was in a, I don't know, blockbuster, but certainly a wide-release movie?
So the characters he normally plays, where he's kind of a bumbling idiot or mouth breather, that's kind of him, but he's snobby on top of it.
Oh, so you just like him because he's snooty.
He's a snobby mouth breather. Is he snobby because he gets his mouth breathing roles? I mean, look, no offense to your cousin. There's a reason he gets those roles. And it's not because he doesn't look like an Ophi mouth breather. I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, but there's a reason his characters are believable. So
I thought he looked like Brad Pitt.
So is he snobby because of his acting?
Yeah, he kind of developed this complex. Like now he's all that because of what he does for a living, and that's why anybody wants to talk to him anymore. Is because
it probably is why they want to talk to him. That part's probably true. It's not his looks, but what else?
Which character was it?
It's like Ashton Kutcher's roommate, but it's this big. If you saw him, you'd recognize his face. Like, all right, I've seen him. Mostly character.
He was in Remember the Titans. He was also in My Name is Earl.
Yeah.
Lost a lot of weight too.
All right, that is the guy I'm thinking of.
Yep, that's exactly who you think it is. Right?
Okay.
Huh. So when's the last time you saw him, and what is he doing now?
Actually, I have never seen him face to face. I've seen him like over the phone. He Skyped. When our great grandmother passed away, he refused to come to the service because he didn't want to see the family because he thought, like the lottery, people come out of the woodwork asking for money. So he just kind of has wrote us all off and says that we're all, fair weather family, basically.
Okay.
No, fair enough. Does he have a reason to believe that, though? Hello.
Sorry, my grandfather is quote unquote by you guys old school or
racist.
And yeah. He we do. I grew up in a foster home, and we had could say I'm surprised you're dead.
And of
sounds
course,
like you got your phone from there. Who do you wish you were not related to? 844-999-OLA.
Well, I will say that's the tough thing with family too, right?
What's that?
Well, there's always two sides to it.
Yeah, you never met the guy.
Because if he said,
look,
right, I don't want to see the Fairweather family, and look, maybe the guy's a complete jackass. I don't know. But see, if you're going to make that statement, there's a reason why you make that statement.
And family arguments generally are, each side is very passionate.
Sure.
Right? So it's just kind of like, you can't really win. And sometimes there's not a right or wrong answer. It's like, these people just aren't going to get along, and they both are dug in. It's not like friendships where sometimes over time you just kind of get, all right, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You see people every once in a while in their family, and you hang out for occasions, but with social media, if you happen to follow anybody or see a little bit more into their life, then when you see them, depending on what they're into, sometimes you might not want to hang out with them and talk to them, knowing more than you'd ever want to know about them because you follow them and you can see them, and you're like, looks like Cousin Daryl is a douchebag. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest. Normally, I would not do that. And I do have a Cousin Daryl, and he's not a douchebag. I was just using that as an example.
He's probably listening now.
Yeah,
like,
like,
what the hell did I do?
Bitch, God damn it.
I'm going to post something horrible about Miles.
Exactly.
Third grade, he pooped his pants.
Yeah, probably.
Well, yeah, because there's some things that they wouldn't normally talk to you about, especially when you don't see them a lot. When you see each other, you just catch up.
And I'm not saying when people don't get together for holidays, they don't occasionally talk politics or occasionally talk any of that religious stuff or whatever.
Yeah, but
for the most part,
you don't hear their comment on every news story. That's the difference.
Exactly.
Hey, did you read these last 5 headlines? Let me tell you what I told everyone else. You don't have to deal with that.
Nope. Who do you wish you were not related to? 844-999-OLA.
What do you want to do? I mean, we're about to go to break. I mean, we could go to a phone call. We just go to break.
Nah, we're right there. I was going to say, you're right. You know a lot more about social media. You know a lot more about people through social media.
Oh, everybody.
But
your
generally,
friends.
like most of my cousins and stuff, like I know where they stand.
Sure.
And usually, I mean, even some of my best friends, right? Like they have completely different views than I have. So when I see them, it's just kind of like, we ain't going to bring it up.
But that's the point. It's not where you stand. It's more the words you typically have used to describe your position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm fine with where you stand, and honestly, I don't care. But people just get horrible quick, man. Mm-hmm. Like, you want to make people, it's like instant horrible. Just add news.
Yeah.
Who do you wish you weren't related to? 844-999-OLA. Hold the line, more of your calls coming up. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
How much will you use the bathroom in your lifetime? That coming up with what you don't need to know, living up to its name right before we drink and toast with a shot of the day. Our question today, dealing with relatives. We've got a couple of incest stories here. Matter of fact, I was watching... Yay. Well, look.
Because you demanded it.
I want to tell you, the one story comes out of Florida about the woman who, unfortunately, gave birth to a baby who was pretty messed up, and that was the reason that the doctor said, we need to test and find out what's going on with this kid. Turns out that she was with her brother for 5 years, and that brother and sister had a child. Therefore, the baby was not doing real well. And then we have another story, and this was a year or so back, but now they've just gone to court. An Oklahoma woman who married 2 of her children is headed to prison.
Separately, she's not crazy.
Pleading guilty to 1 count of incest. And I just went, I guess, a week ago or whatever. West Virginia was playing in the NCAA tournament. So I go to the bar and try to catch the end of the game. The game started in the afternoon. I'm getting there for the end. I sit down between 2 people. West Virginia scores at this point, and I'm like, yes! And the other 2 people beside me, obviously not being anywhere near West Virginia, said, oh, is this the team you have going all the way? And I said, no, I went to school at West Virginia. This is my team. I'm hoping that they win. And from that point, when that came out of my mouth, they went in the whole 0-10 and absolutely got their ass handed to them. Right. But anyway, it just started coming at me, man. I mean, both sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah. I mean, it's just nonstop. It was a woman and a guy, and they were both on point. The jokes were very funny, but it all was about me having sex with a relative.
Yeah, that's your whole
sister,
MO, man.
Mother, you know, and it was just, it was hysterical. I had never heard that before, the whole incest thing, so it was kind of wacky. You know what I mean?
Look, man, I spare you. Once we asked this question, the comments came in, and of course, 500
Oh, yeah.
Miles to know he's from West Virginia.
Exactly. You know, like,
how did you guys
the deliverance jokes, all that stuff, that was in Georgia.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
This woman was in Florida. This woman was in Oklahoma.
Doesn't matter. It comes back to
even the people at the CAT are emailing and saying, "Hey, you're from West Virginia, and it happened in your state."
Why? How did West Virginia get that rap? Right? I can say I'm from Baltimore.
Because obviously,
and they
like
say,
anybody else gets a rap for something, they probably were having sex with each other.
But prevalent.
Yeah. Yes.
Prevalent.
Right.
I mean, if you're from Baltimore, is it like The Wire? Kind of.
But the real joke should be Iceland, right?
Maybe.
I mean, if we're looking at this thing,
even in Iceland, but they're not. It's West Virginia.
I know.
It's just what's going to happen.
You got to take a test in Iceland before you go on a date just to make sure it's not real close.
But people don't meet people from West Virginia either.
Yeah, that's good.
You guys, I mean, nowadays,
you guys, like you said, you guys
were kind of out there on your own, like, right?
That's
like,
true,
I grew
man.
up in Maryland, but it's like, you don't want to go to West Virginia.
No, you know what's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
What? Who do you wish you were not related to? 844-999-OLA.
Yeah, the people in Kentucky, they dodged a bullet with the deliverance thing.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many areas that are very similar.
Ask anybody. Kentucky has horse racing and good college hoops.
Yeah, they do.
So we'll throw the incest to West Virginia.
Yeah, I'm serious. I don't know why they're right there, but I do, sorry, Miles. I do just think of West Virginia, and I've seen that Dancing Outlaw movie. West Virginia, I think of as different than Kentucky.
It is. If you're in Roanoke, Virginia, or if you're in Blacksburg, Virginia, it's a hell of a lot different than being in Bluefield, West Virginia, which is not very far away.
Sure.
You go to Bluefield, and you're like, Jesus God, what the hell's going on here?
But I'm just saying, Deliverance is like the movie that everyone, if you're going to do the squeal like a pig and all this thing, that's the movie we're referencing. There's people that have not seen Deliverance that know enough about Deliverance, so that's the thing. Mm-hmm. It took place in Kentucky. And if you talk to 99% of the people, they're like, that West Virginia stuff. Yep. Like, damn West Virginia.
Who do you wish you were not related to? 844-999-OLA. It's amazing.
Of all the things you can get tagged with.
Right.
Because some states have bad reputations, but no reputation is worse than that.
Than having sex with a relative.
Right.
I mean, like, how do you get stuck with that?
That's what I mean, man. There's a lot of bad things you can be known for.
Like sunny Southern California. Or, I'm from the Lone Star State. Yeah. Not, I'm from the state that has sex with its relatives.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah. Virginia's for lovers, not from sisters. You know what I mean? Like, God almighty. Oh, well.
West Virginia's for family.
Yeah.
Hello, Tim. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Unbelievable.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Tim.
Oh, hola. Shoot, it's Tim.
What up? What up, Tim?
Yeah, so, I'm not a fan of my grandma very much.
This is the third non-grandma call of the day. What's going on with your grandma?
I don't know, man. So she's just like the most negative person I've ever met in my life. And for whatever reason, anything terrible that happens in this world, she blames on me. So, like, when Donald Trump became president, that was my fault, I guess. So,
how are you responsible for putting people into office?
I'm not working on that.
Okay, all right.
Damn.
Yeah. But the funny one, though, it was kind of the last straw. I haven't talked to the lady in like 3 years. And the last time I talked to her, I thought, like, how do I win this lady's heart? Like, what should I do? So I decided I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to pick her up a bunch of groceries. And I'm just going to show up at her house and surprise her. And so I get to her house, and I'm, like, loading bags into her house. And I left the door open for, like, 10, 15 minutes or something like that. And coincidentally, her internet went out. And she, like, started freaking out on me that her internet went out. And she was just like, God damn it, Tim. You always mess everything up. I was watching my favorite show. The internet went out. And I'm like, Grandma, like, what did I do? Like, I'm literally just here bringing you groceries. Like, I have nothing to do with your internet.
Does she live alone?
And sure enough, she found a reason. She was like, well, you left the door open, and it took me all day to build up the Wi-Fi in the house, and now that you left
that's
the
how
door
it works.
open,
She escaped out the front door. Yeah.
You're letting all the Wi-Fi out.
Nice, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
probably
see-
was your fault, Tim.
Don't try to be nice to her,
Should have
Tim.
been working on it. That's what I would have done.
Ted's loving that.
Yeah. It's almost like Mike is just baiting people to say that now.
Yeah, I
think
know.
he is. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
I need a catchphrase.
Yeah, good job in there, Coach.
Yeah, exactly. Who do you wish you are not related to? 844-999-OLA.
Hola! The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.